Let's talk about the states. California, New York states you just mentioned, the city of New York. If these states were businesses, they'd be going bankrupt. Right now, over 40 states are facing deficits. The city of Vallejo, California was the first to declare bankruptcy in May of last year because 74% of its budget was being taken up by operating costs for public sector unions. In New York, Governor Patterson, the deficit in New York State has doubled since midsummer. What advice would you be giving to the mayors and governors on how to regain control of the budget? What things would you do if you were in a position to help take that?
Well, I've been through several of these economic crises and deficit situations. There's a game plan for it. I mean, the game plan is the first thing that you do is you cut the size of government spending dramatically so that you can find ways to stimulate the economy, so that you can find ways to reduce the burdens that states put on businesses that produce jobs. And that's got to be the core of what a governor or a mayor does. And governors or mayors who do this now will gain, because they'll gain competitive advantages. States compete against each other for American business and for foreign business. The businesses who make these decisions have a formula. I used to see the formula because I used to fight for business for New York. The formula has to do with taxes. It has to do with educated workforce, motivated workforce. It has to do with quality of life of the community. It has to do with stability of the community. If you're presenting that picture to a business, you're going to gain whatever advantage exists in terms of getting jobs and keeping jobs. If you're not, if you're getting into the high tax, large government, even larger government, inefficient government, you're going to lose in a competitive environment.
In the competition between states, do right-to-work states have a competitive advantage over states that are not right-to-work?
Dramatic competitive advantage. The right-to-work states have a dramatic competitive advantage because they're not locked into formulas for benefits and compensation that may or may not fit the competitive nature of the businesses they're trying to acquire. And if we somehow, through this checkoff or any of these actions that are being discussed, start to reduce the number of right-to-work states, we're going to see not just a loss of competitive advantage to other states, we're going to start seeing a loss of advantage to other countries.